Hello students. In the last class just we have to finish the exercise 2.2 of this chapter inverse trigonometric functions of your class 12th NCERT mathematics. Student, now the miscellaneous exercise is to be remaining here. Some of the important question we will see and how the use of properties you can just again you can see in the various type of questions, and also we have to do the calculation part, means we have to focus on the calculation part also, because some of the student generally make the mistake in calculation and they are not getting the proper answers, and in spite of this part we have to see the proper logic, means what should be the principle of inverse trigonometric function, each and everything we have to keep in mind, then we can just able to solve the questions in a proper way. Is it to be clear? So today we are going to start the miscellaneous exercise, and a very important exercise for the examination point of view, because from this section of miscellaneous exercise many of the times many of the questions are to be generally asked, and we have to see each and every question carefully here and also do the practice for these questions. Is it to be clear? So we will just start with the very first question. So you can just check the very first question of miscellaneous exercise chapter number 2. Here find the value of the following. In the very first and second question, very simple type of question is to be given, where just we have to find the value of cos inverse cos 13 pi by 6, and in the second question tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Is it to be clear? So just we will take the question number first. In this question number first, just we have to find the value of cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Now basically the answer cannot be written as 13 pi by 6, because we know that here we know that cos inverse of cos x will be written as x if this particular x belongs to the interval 0 to pi. Is it to be clear? So definitely in this question this 13 pi by 6 does not belongs to the interval 0 to pi. Is it to be clear? So how the calculation will get proceed? So for this part we have to do the some transformation, and first of all we have to break this angle. So this cos 13 pi by 6 can be written as 2 pi plus pi by 6. This is written as 2 pi plus pi by 6. You can write like this also. Is that to be clear? So definitely student, this is 6 into 2, 12 pi plus pi will be 13 pi by 6. So 2 pi plus pi by 6 means you are moving in the again in the first quadrant. So in first quadrant I think there should be no problem in the sign convention. So this part will be written as cos inverse of cos pi by 6 again. Is it to be clear? Because 2 pi plus, so you know very well about this part, 2 pi. So here the 2 pi will be there, then 2 pi plus pi by 6. So this will be lie in the first quadrant. This particular part 2 pi plus pi by 6 lies in first quadrant. Is it to be clear? Now this will lie in the first quadrant, then cos inverse of cos pi by 6 will give the answer now as pi by 6, because here this particular angle pi by 6 belongs to the interval 0 to pi, no problem. Is it to be clear? So definitely in these type of questions we have to just focus on this given angle. Whether this given angle will belongs to the principle of this outside inverse, then definitely answer should be written same. But if this does not belong to this pi, then we have to break this angle. After that we have to use the some transformation case, and just after that we have to use the property and to give the answer of such kind of questions. Is it to be clear? So in the very first question, just the answer of this question is to be obtained as pi by 6. So easily you can do the calculation of these type of questions, because recently many questions in exercise 2.2 we have to already done of similar kind of cases. Is it to be clear? Similar the question number 2 is to be given, and in this question number 2 just we have to find tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Again this thing is to be get asked here. So in this case we know that tan inverse of tan x will become x, but when x belongs to minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Is it clear? Now tan inverse of 7 pi by 6. So this particular 7 pi by 6 obviously does not belongs to the interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So definitely we have to just break this angle. So how we will write this part 7 pi by 6? That should be written as pi plus pi by 6. That should be written as pi plus pi by 6, because pi plus pi by 6 will become 7 pi by 6. Now pi plus pi by 6. So definitely you can say that here the pi will be there. Pi plus pi by 6 will lie in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, this tan will be positive always, you know very well. So this tan will be positive, then again this part will be written as tan inverse of tan pi by 6. Is it to be clear? So definitely student, tan inverse of tan pi by 6 is to be there. Then now this particular angle pi by 6 belongs to the given interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, so that the answer is to be again written as pi by 6 here. So again the very similar kind of question is to be given, except of that this function is tan inverse, and in the previous question number 1 the function is cos inverse x. So according to the principal value of the particular given function, we have to just use the theory and we have to just break the angle, and according to the quadrant we have to take the sign, so that easily you will get the answer of such kind of questions. So in the very first two questions, the basic thing of inverse trigonometric function is to be get discussed, and easily you can do the solution of these type of questions. Next question number 3 student we will take. Before that, pause the video to note it down. Next question number 3 we are taking here. So in this question number 3, first of all we can check, we have to just prove that something is to be get proved here. I think again these type of questions have the some conversion process, so we can use the right angle triangle to make the some kind of convergence here, definitely. So here 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 is to be get written as tan inverse of 24 by 7, means sin inverse is to be get converted into tan inverse. Then what should be the proper way to convert this thing? So basically 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 will be written as tan inverse 24 by 7. So we have to just convert 2 sin inverse 3 by 5. So the next question number 3 means the left hand side we have to take, that is 2 sin inverse 3 by 5. So first of all we have to just eliminate this 2. So definitely student, either you can write this part as sin inverse 3 by 5 plus sin inverse 3 by 5, or you can just directly use the formula of 2 sin inverse x, that should be sin inverse 2x under the square root 1 minus x square, because this property already we have to do discuss in the previous section. So you can just use this part, sin inverse 2x, x is what, 3 by 5, so the value of x is 3 by 5 into square root of 1 minus x square, so this is 9 by 25. So we will do the calculation properly. So this is 25 minus 9, 16 by 25, 4 by 5. So this is 2 into 3 by 5 into 4 by 5. Is it to be clear? Now you can just take this as sin inverse. This is for 24 divided by 25. So this can be written here. Now the right hand side will be written in terms of tan inverse. So just we have to use the some conversion. So you have to some conversion here. So in the case of conversion, first of all let sin inverse of 24 by 25 as any angle A, then definitely we have to make a right angle triangle for this angle A, and here sin A. So sin A will become 24 by 25, and as per the trigonometric ratio, you know very well sin is what, perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So definitely it should be 24k and it should be 25k, and after using the basic formula of you can say that Pythagorean theorem you will use, then definitely you will obtain this as 7k, and these are the some standard triplet, 24, 25, 7, like 5, you can say that 3, 4, 5, these are the some standard triplets of right angle triangle. So we have to keep in mind, so that the calculation part is to be very easy. Now this, from this triangle, can you write down the value of tan A? So the tan is what, 24 divided by 7. So finally if we have to convert this thing, so you have to just specify this conversion, and as per this conversion you can write this part as tan inverse of 24 by 7, because from here A is what? A is tan inverse 24 by 7, and definitely A is what? Sin inverse 20 by 4. So this is A, then this is tan inverse 24 by 7, and you will get the right hand side. So in such type of questions, basically these type of conversions are to be very important, and obviously we have to just use this type of conversion to simplify the questions. Is it to be clear? So I think this question number 3 has the use of this property as well as the conversion. This conversion is to be mostly used in this miscellaneous exercise. So whenever is to be get required the conversion process, then you can do just by taking a particular part as A, make this right angle triangle, two sides are to be obviously obtained on behalf of the given trigonometric function, and the remaining side you can just calculate on behalf of Pythagorean theorem. Then you can write down any required conversion. Suppose here we have to require the tan function, then we have to write the tan A. Suppose anything else is to be get required, then each and every trigonometric ratio we know very well. So according to that we have to do the process of these things. Is it to be clear? Next question number 4, student, we will take. Before that, pause the video to note it down. So next question number 4. Question number 4 is again is to be written as sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5, and the answer should be written in tan inverse of 77 upon 36. Means again, firstly you can use the formula of sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, no problem, but after all we will get the answer in terms of sin inverse, but the right hand side says the answer should be written in the form of tan inverse. Means again we have to use the conversion process, means we have to just convert the things, and according to that we will just apply the logic. So next question number 4 we will take, just we will apply the formula of sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, and after all we will just do the conversion process. So next question number 8 by 7 sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. Is it to be clear? So next question number 4, left hand side we have to take here sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. We have to take this part, and in this part we can say that sin inverse x plus sin inverse y we are using, and this part I think you know very well, sin inverse x under root 1 minus y square plus y under root 1 minus x square. This property already we have to discuss in the previous section, so you can just see this part and you can use the basic part of this. Then sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, so you can say that this is sin inverse x, so this is x and this is, you can take y. So x is what? 8 by 17, definitely under the square root 1 minus y square, so 1 minus 9 by 25, that is 4 by 5. So directly you will do the calculation, if you can do, no problem is to be there, plus y. So now we have to write the y is what? 3 by 5. Next you can write the 1 under root 1 minus x square, so 1 minus 64 upon 289, because 17 square is 289. So definitely this should be obtained as 15 by 17. This is to be obtained as 15 by 17. Is it to be clear? So you can just check the calculation and you can do the calculation by yourself only. Now the things we have to just simplify, then it should be sin inverse, here no cancellation is to be there, then 32 upon 85, and here plus you can say that this is 45 upon 85. Is it to be clear? You can take the LCM is 85, no problem, but the numerator part is to be get added, then it is 7 and it is 7, so 77 upon 85 you will get here. Now student, the answer is to be get written in form of tan inverse, then just we have to convert this thing into the tan inverse. So again the conversion process we are using, so you can use the conversion process in a very systematic way again. So again let this sin inverse of 77 divided by 85 as angle A, we can make the right angle triangle for this angle A. So this sin A will become 77 upon this 85, so this is 77k and this is 85k. Now you can just obtain this particular part. So you can use the Pythagorean theorem, that is hypotenuse square equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So this is square of 85, so you can just do the calculation, 85 square directly you can write here 7225. This is the 85 square, and 77 square you can just obtain here. Here how this 85 square means the digit, the number where the last digit is 5, the square of that type of number directly you can guess, just obtain. What should be the trick? Student, you can just multiply 85 and 85. Means this is the trick only for that number whose unit place digit is 5. Is it to be clear? So now 5 into 5, first of all we have to do the multiply of both the number, and we will write here 25. Now we have to increase this 8 by 1. So 8 plus 1 will become 9, and this 9 is to be get multiplied with the second digit 8. So 9 into 8 will be 72. So in this way you can just do the direct squaring of 85, 75, 65, 55, 45. This type of squaring you can just do the calculation. Next 77 is to be get multiplied, then it is 49, and this is 49 plus 4, that is 53. Next again we can say that this is 539, so this is 9, this is 12, and this is 9, and this is 5, 5929. This is 5929. So when we have to subtract, this is the calculation part, not the answer part. So you can just see the calculation carefully. So 7225 is to be get subtracted as 5929. Then this is 6 here, and you can just 3. Then this is 9 here, and this is 10. Then this is 2 here. Is it to be clear? And here this is 1296 is to be there. Is it to be clear? So definitely student, square root of 1296 is the value of this particular base. Square root of this 1296 is the value of this particular part. So square of this part will be, you can say that 35 square is the 1225. So this is the 36k. You can say that this is 36k. So you can do this calculation by yourself. This type of calculation you can do yourself. This is only the rough work we are doing. This is only the rough work we are doing. Is it to be clear? So here this type of calculation you can just do in your rough page. No requirement to display the calculation on the copy. Student, here easily you can write down the answer of this 10a. So the 10a is what? This is 77 divided by 36, because perpendicular upon base. Then what is the value of a? So a is written as tan inverse 77 upon 36. Is it to be clear? So in place of this part, suppose this whole part is to be taken as a, then value of a is to be get converted into tan inverse. Then the answer should be written as tan inverse of 77 upon 36, and that should be your right hand side. So in such type of questions, some calculation part is to be due to these type of bigger numbers is to be there. So no problem, if you will do the calculation properly, then I think there should be no problem is to be get obtained. Is that to be clear? Now the next question number 5 we will take, student. Before that, pause the video to note it down the answer. Next question number 5 we are taking. So again the question number 5, this is the simple question, because here in the left hand side cos inverse will be there, and in right hand side cos inverse will be there. So now no conversion is to be get required here. Conversion is to be get required where the inverse trigonometric functions in the left hand side are different to the right hand side, where the conversion is to be get required. Otherwise no particular type of conversion is to be get there. So cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13, we have to take the left hand side, and obviously after applying the formula of cos inverse x plus cos inverse y, we will get the right hand side. So 4 by 5 and 12 by 13. So in the next question number 5, left hand side is to be given as cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13. Now you can say the formula of cos inverse x plus cos inverse y will be cos inverse xy minus under root 1 minus x square or under root 1 minus y square. I think you know very well about this formula. Student, here plus sign is there, then here we have to take the negative sign. We have to just keep in mind this thing also. Some of the student will get mistake here and they are not getting the answer. So this is x and this is y. So cos inverse, this is 4 by 5 into 12 by 13. This is xy minus under root of 1 minus x square. So 1 minus 16 by 25. So this will be 3 by 5, and here this is 1 minus 144 upon 69. So this is 5 by 13. It is 5 by 13. Now easier calculation is to be there. So this is 48 divided by 65 minus 15 divided by 65, and we have to just take the LCM and do the difference of this part. Then 48 minus 15 divided by 65, and it should be 33. So 33 divided by 65 is the answer of this question, and this is to be given in the right hand side always. So here the calculation will matter. How the calculation you can do, it will be matter on you, but a very easy question and an easy property we have to use to simplify these type of questions, and I think there should be no problem to be arise in these type of questions also. Is it to be clear? Next question number 6, student, we will take. Before that, pause the video to note it down the answer. Question number 6 we are taking. In this question number 6, again the similar kind of question is to be there. Here you can just think about one part. Cos inverse, this is sin inverse, and answer is to be written in sin inverse. So first of all, we have to just convert this part into sin inverse. After that, we have to apply the formula of sin inverse x plus sin inverse y to get the required result in form of sin inverse always. So that we have to firstly take this part cos inverse 12 by 13, and corresponding sin inverse we can just write after using the right angle triangle. So this part will be get converted into sin inverse, and sin inverse x plus sin inverse y you can use to get the answer as the required answer as sin inverse 56 upon 65. So we will take this question cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5. So next question number 6, left hand side is to be given as cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 4 by 5. We have to take this part, and the answer is to be proved in the terms of sin inverse. So let first of all we have to do some conversion. Let cos inverse of 12 by 13 will be taken as A, then definitely cos A is to be obtained as 12 by 13. After that, we have to take the right angle triangle for this angle A. Then cos is what? Basically cos is the base upon hypotenuse. So after using the right angle triangle property, Pythagorean theorem, you will obtain this as 5k, and a standard triplet is also to be there. You have to keep in mind. So now what should be the value of sin A? So this is 5 by 13, and A is what? Sin inverse 5 by 13. So now you can just write in place of this cos inverse as sin inverse 5 by 13. Is it to be clear? And this is again is to be written as 4 by 5. Now you can use the property sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, and this can be written as sin inverse x under root 1 minus y square and plus y under root 1 minus x square. You can write like this. Is it to be clear? So this property is to be get used here. Then sin inverse x, this is x and this is y. So x 5 by 13 under root 1 minus y square. So 1 minus 16 upon 25 will be 3 by 5, and plus y is 4 by 5 under root 1 minus x square. So 1 minus 25. So this is 12 by 13. You can say that. Is it to be clear? Next, if we have to simplify this part, then this is 15 upon 65 and this is 48 upon 65. After taking the LCM will be same, so directly you can add this part. So this part will be written as sin inverse, this is 63 and 63 divided by 65, and this is your right hand side. So similar kind of questions are to be there in the miscellaneous exercise as question number 5, 6. Is it to be clear? 4, 5, 6, because here only the calculation part as well as the conversion part is to be get required, and a very simple addition and subtraction of addition of inverse trigonometric function is to be get required. So that easily you can write down sin inverse x plus sin inverse y, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Somewhere in spite of this addition, subtraction is to be get also to be used. So you can use here sin inverse x minus sin inverse y, as well as tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. So these type of properties you can just use in each and every formula whenever it is to be get required. But the most important part is due to the calculation, some of the student will get some mistake. So you have to keep in mind these things, and according to that you can just do the process. Next question number 7 we will take here. Before that, pause the video to note it down. Next question number 7. You can check the question number 7. Here all the functions are the different. Here tan inverse, here sin inverse, here cos inverse, no problem. Student, first of all make the some conversion, then after we have to use the particular property as tan inverse x plus tan inverse y or anything else. So here this is only one part in left hand side. So now we are taking the right hand side in this case. In right hand side, sin inverse 5 by 13 and cos inverse 3 by 5 is to be there. So first of all we have to convert these things into tan inverse, because the required result in left hand side you can check in the form of tan inverse. That's why we will check convert this part into tan inverse as well as this part also into tan inverse by using the some conversion part, and after that we will apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y to get the required result. So we will take the right hand side. We will take the right hand side, that is sin inverse 5 by 13 and cos inverse 3 by 5. Sin inverse 5 by 13. In this question number 7, we have to take the right hand side as sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse. Here the cos inverse is to be given as, you can just check the question again. So cos inverse is what? 3 by 5. Cos inverse 3 by 5. No problem. 3 by 5. Now first of all we have to use the sum conversion. We have to use the sum conversion, and in both the part conversion is to be get required. So first of all we have to do the conversion of this part. So sin inverse 5 by 13 will be taken as A. Then you can just make the right angle triangle for this angle A. Then this is 5k and this is 13k. Then definitely it should be obtained as 12k. And if we have to write the tan A, then this should be equals to 5 by 12. And similarly, let second conversion is for this cos inverse 3 by 5. Suppose this is to be taken as B. Then again we have to make this right angle triangle for this angle B. And here 3 by 5, then this is 3k. This is 5k, then definitely it should be 4k. And finally we have to write the tan B, then it should be 4 by 3. So in place of this sin inverse you can just write here tan inverse 5 by 12. Tan inverse 5 by 12. And in the place of cos inverse we can write here tan inverse 4 by 3. Is it to be clear? Now you can use the property of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So tan inverse x plus y, you have to directly write the property x plus y upon 1 minus x into y. Is it to be clear? Now you can just simplify the answer to get the required result. So you can take the LCM directly. Here LCM will be taken same. So this is 15 plus 48 divided by this is 36 minus 20. You can directly, without the calculation of this cancellation, directly we have to take the LCM as 36 and here 36, because the LCM will get cancelled out. So the calculation part is to be get easier to you. So now you can just see here, then is it tan inverse, here the 63, here you will get the 63 and here this is 36 minus 20. So definitely 16 is to be obtained. Is it to be clear? So this is your left hand side and you will get the answer of left hand side. But here the sum conversion, here the two type of conversion we have to get required, because the answer in left hand side is to be written in the form of tan inverse. So such kind of conversion always student we have to just see whenever it is to be get required, because many of the question just we have to observe the question and as per the requirement of question we are doing the such kind of conversions. Is it to be clear? Next question number 8 student we will take. Before that, pause the video to note it down the answer of this question number 7. Next question number 8 is again a similar kind of question is to be given, where you can just say check in this question number 8 tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8. Again here tan inverse x plus tan inverse y we will use firstly in both the format, then after in both the format. After all means again there are 3 steps to do this question. In 3 steps we have to solve the question. Why? Because firstly we will use the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y in these 2 parts. After that we have to use the formula, same formula in these 2 parts, and after all obtaining the answer of these 2 parts, again we have to apply the formula, then we will get the answer. So the question logic of question is very simple, but the calculation part is to be very important here. So now we will just start the calculation. 1 by 5, 1 by 7, 1 by 3 and 1 by 8. So we will take this question number 8, left hand side. Left hand side we are taking then tan inverse 1 by 5, tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8. So we have to take the 2 part at a time, when we have to use the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. That should be tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Is it to be clear? Similarly, in the remaining 2 part we can use the formula as tan inverse x plus y upon 1 minus xy. Is it to be clear? Now we will just simplify the part. Then 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7, so it should be written as 12 by 35, and here in the denominator part 35 minus 1, so 34 by 35. Is it to be clear? Similarly, this is to be written as tan inverse here 11 by 24, and here this is 23 by 24. So finally the LCM of both the part will get cancelled out, and here the cancellation of 2 will be there. This is 17 and this is 6. So finally we will write here tan inverse 6 by 17, and in this case this 24 will get cancelled out and no cancellation is to be there because they are the prime numbers. Is it to be clear? So they are not said to be get cancelled out with any other numbers. Now again we have to use the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. So the tan inverse x plus y 6 by 17 plus 11 by 23 divided by 1 minus 6 by 17 into 11 by 23. Now you can take the LCM. LCM is to be found same in both the cases. So 23 multiply by 6. So you can say that here 138 plus this is 17 multiply by 11, then 77 and 187. You can say that this is 187 upon this is to be multiplied 17 multiply by 23. So definitely 17 into 3 51 and 2, this is 34 plus 5, 34 plus 5 will be 39. So 391 will be there, minus 66 because this part is to be get subtracted from here, so minus 66 will be there. Then this is 5, you can say that, and here this is 7, then 22 and this is 325. This is 325. Is it to be clear? So finally if this part is to be get solved, finally then the answer will be 325. But what should be the addition of this part? So 15 and again this is 325. So tan inverse 325 divided by 325. So it will be 1, and tan inverse 1 will become pi by 4, and that should be our right hand side. So in this part only the calculation will matter. No problem is to be there regarding to anything else. But if we are doing the proper calculation, then I think no problem is to be found. Is it to be clear? So in these questions only student we have to just focus on the calculation part, otherwise there should be no problem is to be obtained. Is it to be clear? So in this video just we have to discuss up to the question number 8 student of this miscellaneous exercise. One more video we will just take for the remaining questions, because here firstly the priority is to do the calculation by yourself. Suppose you are doing the calculation by yourself, then the concept and properties, each and everything will be clear to you. Otherwise, definitely if only you have to see the calculation here and you are not doing, then definitely in the examination you will not able to solve the proper part. So student, here we have to do the regular practice of such kind of calculations, and you cannot see, only the logic part is to be seen by you. Otherwise you can just do the calculation by yourself, so that in examination there should be no problem is to be there. Is it to be clear? So remaining questions, student, we will take in the next video. Till that you have to do the practice of these questions, the solved question as well as the some unsolved questions also, so that whether we are just able to do the work with this particular chapter or questions or not, because this particular chapter has the very low weightage, very 3 or 4 marks questions are to be generally asked from this chapter, but these are the very important to get the 100 by 100. Is it to be clear? That's why we have to focus on each and everything. A very simple chapter is to be there, simple identities, formulas, properties we have to just use, and mainly the trigonometric functions as well as their formulas are to be very important for us. Is it to be clear? So keep in mind each and everything to simplify the proper questions of this exercise. Now student, thank you. We will meet in the next video with the some remaining question of this miscellaneous exercise. Thank you.